Imagine this, you've been saving up for years to finally buy your first home, you're pre-approved for a mortgage, you start house hunting, and you quickly realize there are dozens of other buyers competing for the same limited number of homes on the market. To make matters worse, you need to replace your aging car that's been costing you a fortune in repairs. But when you go to buy a new car, you find there's hardly any inventory on dealership lots. The few cars available are marked up thousands over MSRP. This is the unbelievable reality for many Americans right now. Sound like a nightmare scenario? Unfortunately, this is the reality for many Americans right now. The housing market is red hot, with home prices hitting new records every month. But the car market is an absolute dumpster fire, with new and used car inventory totally depleted. Home prices in America are reaching absolutely mind-blowing levels right now. The median existing home sales price hit a record high of $413,800 in June 2021, according to the National Association of Realtors. That's nearly 24% higher than just a year ago. We're seeing homes get snapped up for way over asking price in hot markets like Phoenix, San Diego, and Austin. For example, a 960 square foot fixer-upper in Silicon Valley recently sold for $1.5 million, $600K over the list price. Several factors are driving this insane real estate frenzy. Mortgage rates are hovering near historic lows, with 30-year fixed rates around 3%, boosting buyer purchasing power. That, coupled with the work-from-home trend during the pandemic, led to surging demand, especially amongst millennials looking for more space. But housing inventory is extremely limited due to underbuilding over the past decade. There's only a 3-month supply of unsold existing homes available, well below the 5 to 6 month supply in a balanced market. This massive mismatch between record high demand and near record low supply continues to push home prices into the stratosphere. There are 3 major factors fueling today's red-hot housing market. First, mortgage rates are high right now, hovering around 7% for a 30-year fixed-rate loan. This gives sellers a lot more selling power in a market where many are still looking to buy their first home. But at the same time, there's a huge incentive for people to wait on the sidelines until rates go down again. Second, demand for homes is very high at the moment, especially among millennials. Many are still remote, working, and seeking more indoor and outdoor space after being cooped up during quarantine. Others are rushing to buy on fears of being permanently priced out. This surge of eager buyers is colliding with limited supply. Third, housing inventory is badly depleted, creating a major supply-demand mismatch. Housing starts plummeted during the 2008 recession, leading to a decade of underbuilding. Now the inventory of existing homes for sale sits at just a 3-month supply, far below the 5 and 6 months in a balanced market. There simply aren't enough homes to satisfy the unprecedented demand. This perfect storm of high rates fueling huge demand combined with a severe lack of supply has sent home prices still high. Bidding wars and all-cash offers way over the asking price have become the norm in many metro areas. This frenzy won't subside until more inventory comes online to meet demand. Trying to buy a home in this ultra-competitive market poses major challenges. Homes are selling in mere days, and buyers need to be prepared to act decisively. First, you absolutely must get pre-approved for a mortgage to be taken seriously. Really? Come in with a strong offer and be ready to bid over the asking price. Appraisals and inspections might also make your offer more attractive to sellers. However, this can be risky if you end up overpaying or inheriting expensive repairs. Also, be prepared for bidding wars that drive up prices. Some homes are getting 20+ offers, so don't get your heart set on just one property. For buyers on a budget, it's incredibly tough trying to compete against all-cash investors and second home purchasers. First-time home buyers especially are getting squeezed out of the market. Down payment assistance programs like FHA loans can help, but your offer still might not be enough. Overall, buyers must be flexible on criteria like location or home size that previously may have been deal breakers. You may have to compromise on certain things or increase your budget in order to finally land a home. This market requires tenacity and creativity from buyers to successfully navigate, but the reward of homeownership is worth the headache for many. And the car market is an absolute mess right now, with new and used vehicle inventory at historically low levels. Dealership lots look like barren wastelands. If you can even find a car to test drive, consider yourself lucky. New car inventory is down a massive 70% from normal levels, according to Cox Automotive. Used vehicle supply has also dried up, sitting at only half of 2020 levels. There are now fewer than 1 million vehicles available nationwide, compared compared to a healthy supply of 2.5 million before the pandemic. A big reason inventory crashed is because automakers had to halt production for months early in the pandemic. But the microchip shortage still hindering manufacturing is the main culprit today. Without enough chips, automakers can't build cars to meet surging demand. Rental companies also aren't offloading cars like they used to, further squeezing supply. Plus, consumers are holding on to their current vehicles longer given unstable economic conditions. The result of microchip shortages coupled with sky-high demand is the worst new and used car inventory crisis in modern history. Dealerships look deserted, prices are through the roof, and vehicle shortages have left many buyers totally stranded. This unprecedented lack of car inventory stems from a perfect storm of factors that severely disrupted supply chains and production. The primary supply issue is the massive semiconductor chip shortage. Chips are essential components in modern vehicles, powering everything from infotainment systems to critical engine and safety features. But automakers couldn't get enough chips starting in 2020 due to pandemic supply chain problems and surging demand from tech companies. With limited chip inventory, automakers have had to repeatedly halt or slow down vehicle production. Ford had to temporarily shut down production at 8 plants in 2021 due to chip constraints. Toyota cut global production by 40% at one point for the same reason. On top of manufacturing issues, demand for cars skyrocketed as the economy reopened in 2021. But rental car companies had offloaded huge portions of their fleet during pandemic lockdowns. This drained the used car pipeline, further diminishing already low inventory. Between chip shortages drastically slowing output and demand far outpacing supply, new car inventory plummeted by 2 million units, and used cars became highly scarce. Production is still hindered today, sustaining the historically low car inventory crisis. The inventory crisis has created major headaches for car shoppers. Here are some of the key issues buyers face in this market. Paying above MSRP. With demand far exceeding supply, dealers leverage their leverage to charge thousands above MSRP for new cars. Price tags can be inflated by $5,000 or even $10,000 plus on hot models, long wait times. Even if you order a car, expect delays of many months before it gets delivered due to production lags. You might wait 6 to 12 months after ordering to take delivery. Lack of selection. Dealers just don't have enough new car inventory right now, so choices are very limited. You'll have trouble finding exactly what you want in terms of color, options, trim, etc. Used cars are also picked over, settling for less. With limited options, you may have to settle for a model, color, or features you don't really want just to get a car. Flexibility is key, rushing important decisions. The fear of missing out causes some buyers to rush their purchase and overlook important factors like properly inspecting and test driving the vehicle. This market requires patience and being open to compromise from buyers. But for many, the need for a new vehicle means braving the headaches to get wheels. As we've explored, the real estate and car markets are on totally opposite ends of the spectrum right now. Home prices are skyrocketing while car inventory utterly tanks. These supply and demand imbalances have created enormous challenges for buyers in both markets. From competitive bidding wars to inflated prices and limited options, it's an extremely frustrating time to be looking for a major purchase like a home or car. While the markets will likely stabilize at some point, change won't happen overnight. But there are always opportunities, even in the toughest conditions, for savvy buyers who carefully navigate the madness. So in these extreme sellers markets, how can you as a buyer stay sane and still get a good deal? This is a complex issue with no perfect answers, but it's worth reflecting on how we as consumers can drive positive change even during volatile times. If you found this video of the two markets insightful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.